So, big up, guys. Welcome to the Football Overseas YouTube channel. Overseas, this is Dale Perona, and this is our transfer window show, and this is episode 0, the calm before the storm. And the transfer window is about to open in 1 week time, and obviously the 50 plus transfer exposed, and this summer 2026 is expected to have almost £1 billion being transferred here and there over the next 2 months. Obviously, this summer has World Cup going on. That is from June to July, and that will impact, and that is the reason why this summer is expected to be a big summer, because every summer that's where there's a transfer window on the line, where there's a World Cup on the line, is a summer that is a big summer, and it's a summer where a lot of players move clubs because number one, they have impressed in the World Cup 2026. Number two, they deserve to be in the world in bigger clubs as well because of many other things. Obviously, this is the Corona Football Overseas transfer window show, and every week, every transfer week will be live for a transfer window review. Obviously, start with the first review, that is Griezmann to Orlando. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, this man to Orlando or City. Obviously, this is a big move for Orlando City. If it's done and it's done and dusted, and for the player, I'll be honest, the player has won what's there to live to win in Spain, and he may not have won a European trophy yet, but he has won those domestic cups, so he's living on a time where there's nothing left for him to live to win anymore, and he's going down, 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 and eventually, after going to North America is considered a retirement league. So when you're going to North America, it shows you how how down you're fallen. And for this man, he has fallen a lot. He hasn't managed to find consistency. He thought he'll find that at Atletico Madrid. He thought he'll fight for a spot, but after a free move, he's going to Orlando City, and I feel like for all three parties, that's a good move. For Atletico Madrid, they are letting go of the longest serving servant, but they deserve a better quality squad depth on the striker position, and and that will mean they need to free up some wages for bigger targets. So for all three parties, it's a good move. Yeah. Another move that has happened was this move. Hincapie Leverkusen to Arsenal on a permanent deal. This move was done in February 2020, in February 2026, and it is a done move right now. Obviously, September 2025, it was a loan with an option to buy. Arsenal activated the option to buy in February, and it's a good move actually. But however, it will mean that a bit of positional change will have to happen, because on the left back position, we have Hincapie, Carifori, and we have Lewis Quelly. And those are three left backs competing for two spots in the left back position. Obviously, and that is a congested left back position. It will mean it's either one of them will have to leave the club, or one of them will have to change a position from left back to defensive midfielder. And obviously, it seems like Arteta has solved that issue by having Les play as a DM. Yeah, I think Les next season 2026, 2027 will be competing with Subamende for minutes on the CM, yeah, on the same spot as well. So I think it is a good move. Arsenal needed a pacey left back like him, who can also play centre back, and he's also a very good athlete centre back. So he has contributed to why they've won the Premier League, and it's good to see what he brings forward to Arsenal after that. Yeah, so it's a good move. I already did a video about this on the Football Overseas YouTube channel page. You can check out that. But apart from that, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and yeah, what's comment? Let's see. Yeah, so I think that will happen as well. So another move is Quenda to Chelsea. Quenda to Chelsea is a big move. The move that was technically it wasn't for this window. It was a move that was done. It was done in summer 2024. I remember, and it was finalized in summer 2026 because of the 2-year loan. Yeah, so he has moved to Chelsea on a 51 million deal until 2032, and it's a good move. Yeah, so the man signed on a 5-year deal, and welcome to Chelsea, where it is a pipeline of youth. For Quenda, I'll be honest, he's moving to a bigger club, yes, but is he getting any development minutes on the right wing? Congested spot? I don't think so. Wing, I feel like moving to Chelsea as a youngster, and and you're playing on the channels, you're killing a career there because there's a lot of youngsters, and Chelsea are always signing wingers, and so you're killing your career moving to Chelsea. You're better off moving to a team like Leipzig, yeah, and for the player, I doubt his decision to move to Chelsea. Yeah, until 2032, I doubt his decision to move to Chelsea because I don't think he'll get the development minutes that he'll want to get development minutes. Obviously, he's a talented lad. Yeah, he's a talented lad, and his career will stagnate here and there. His long goal to keep up with the Premier League, and he'll be competing on the right wing spot because obviously he's playing under Zabi Alonso. Zabi Alonso is a right M slash attack midfielder. Yeah, so he play a 4-2-3-1, I think, if I remember that. And he'll be mostly a backup to Estavo. Yeah, if he's not a backup to Estavo, then Palma will be above him. So he's most likely a second to third choice, and he's moving from being first choice to being second or third choice. So that's killing his career progression, and it is a bad move anyway. Because let's be honest, Sporting CP could qualify for Europe next season. Might have qualified for Europe 2026, 2027. He's going to a club where there's no European competition for 26, 27, and it's a stagnation move. For Chelsea, it's a good move. For Sporting, they get the money that they need to develop other positions, and but for the player, it's a bad choice to move to Chelsea. To be honest, yeah. Another move that's done is Pepe. Pepe PSV to Fulham. PSV is losing that talented striker. Fulham is getting a striker. Um, I'll be honest. Is he a kind of striker that I see Fulham needs to push for European competition because Fulham was very close to calling for Conference League in 25-26. They were that's 4 points away. But is it that kind of striker to push for European competition next season? I don't think so. And with Pepe, I see him as a mid-table striker, not as a striker that will want to push you for the European competition. So again, unless Fulham is accepting to be a mid-table club and that they are not ambitious enough to qualify to push for mid-table for European competition, I see this as a good move if that is their goal. But if the goal is to qualify for European competition next season, then this is a poor move. Yeah. For PSV, they are losing a talented striker, very, very talented striker. For Fulham, it is a more of a 50-50 for the player. For the player, he'll be first choice at Fulham, obviously. Yeah. He's not getting any European competition. So the visibility will be less. Yeah, so for the player and the buying club, it's more of a 50-50 give and take. And let's see how it goes for PSV, for Pepe to Fulham. Another move is Openda to Juventus. This is another Hincapie. Yeah, it is a loan that has been made permanent. Yeah, and it is has been made permanent for 4 years. Obviously, Opiande has been struggling a bit in Syria, and Juventus has been struggling a bit with the striker position because I saw that they want to sell Jonathan David because they have been struggling to get the output they thought they will get from signing him on a free contract. And with clubs looking at Opende as Coventry City, could this be a way for Juventus to buy to sell, but not to buy to keep? So again, when I look at the player Opande going to Juventus, I see it as a bad move for the player. I will have picked I'll have picked a better club than Juventus. I'll have picked Dortmund because I know Dortmund could lose their striker to Fenerbahce. So I'll have picked I'll have told Juventus thank you for the loan, but I want to go back to Leipzig to be sold to Dortmund. Yeah. But going to Juventus is like a career killer move to kill your career. And as a striker and attacking force, it is hard for you to move from Germany to Serie A on a permanent deal. On loan to permanent makes sense, but now for on a permanent deal, that's harder. So for the player, it is a bad move for the player. On all aspects, it is a bad move. For this buying club, it's a good move. They get a good striker. They can sell Jonathan David, but they're selling Jonathan David to what market now? Yeah, there's no market for Jonathan David, and that's the issue with Juventus players is that they buy the highly sought player, they buy the least sought players, and they try to sell them, and they struggle to sell them out there. They sell them for other pennies. They're like an Italian version of Man United. Yeah. So for Opande, I see him being sold for less than he was bought for. So for all aspects, financial aspects, this doesn't make sense as a move for Juventus because most likely Juventus will not keep him and they'll most likely sell him. So yeah, it doesn't make sense. But anyway, he's moved on a permanent deal. Yeah. Next up is Malan. Malan Aston Villa to Roma. This man has struggled for minutes at Aston Villa. And when he saw Roma calling the phone, he told Roma, "It is time for my minutes to come back." And the deal is done. Deal is done, confirmed. For the player, good move. He's getting the minutes that he needs. And it is sad how down his career has fallen. We thought that the man will be moving for bigger clubs, but he moved from Dortmund to Aston Villa, and that is a career backward move. Yeah. And this player had potential to move to bigger clubs. Him, Milan, Ede May were two talented Dortmund stars that we thought will follow the Shanto route of moving from Dortmund to be a bigger club, but they moved a step backward. And the man Adeyemi stayed at Dortmund, and his career stagnated here and there a bit. And for Milan, he's moving to Roma. Yeah, he's moving to Italian league. Obviously, hopefully, his career picks up a bit, and he'll get more minutes there as a left winger. He'll get more minutes. Yeah, but the issue with Italian league is not the minutes. My issue with the Italian league is how volatile change of management is, because you in a season it can be managed by three different managers or two different managers, not like Premier League where you manage by two different managers. But it's a Italy league. You could be managed by three to four. On a good season, it is one manager. On a bad season, it is three to four managers that have been managed by in one season. Yeah, so that's the issue, and you keep getting exposed to four different managerial styles, and that stagnates your growth as a player. So that's money issue with this move. But apart from that, it is a good career boost. Now, a move where it doesn't make sense is this move. Robertson, Tottenham, Tottenham survived Premier League, and they looked at the rivals and said, "I want that left back. Give me that left back for free," and they did that. Obviously, they brought him in as a way to compete for Odugi on the left back position. And Robertson is a kind of player where he can bring in for inverted midfield role. He can come into come into the can boost up and down the field, can be the left winger up there, and he can come down as well. But he have the legs for that? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think he has the legs for that. And for Roberto De Zerbi's formation, I look at this move and say, what the fuck is this move? Yeah, you literally survived the Premier League and you're buying Robertson on a free transfer. It is a kind of move where even me as a rival fan, I'm like, for sure, Daniel Levy deserves to be out of that football club, because there's no ambition. If you want to buy left back to compete with Odiki, but buy a quality left back and not Robertson. There's even Nathaniel Brown, who's about to sign for Bayern Munich. He could have put a bid for him, but he decided to go for Robertson. Why Robertson, man? Why? Yeah, it's lack of ambition. And selling for the buying clubs, Tottenham, it is a bad move. For the player, it's a good move because he has already won trophies. So for the player, he doesn't care much, really. He has won trophies that's there to win. So what's that left to win? The EFL Championship. Apart from that, his career is going down, and at least it's not going down in a way that you'll expect it to go down. So it is for Liverpool. They get rid of his wages. Yeah, but he'll have been an excellent left back under Adoni Riola. But anyway, it is a good move for Liverpool side. For the player side, it's a good move. For Tottenham, it is a poor. it is a bad move for Tottenham. Yeah, yeah. So next move is Sensi. When I look at this move of Sensi to Tottenham, it's the same move as Robertson. For the player, I don't know what went into the player's head. 'Cause I do get a logic to Chelsea. He not get any minute at Chelsea. And Tottenham, he might be thought at Tottenham and said, the Romero looks like likely to leave. Van de Ven is 50-50 to leave. So I could get 30 minutes at Tottenham. But I'll be honest, I don't think Tottenham will let a player like Sensi be first choice. I think Sensi was signed to be a backup to the first choice centre backs, and obviously for Sensi, has gone from being on the bench to being on the bench for another team. So for him, I think it is a poor move for the player. Very, very poor move. Anyway, you're still going to go to the bench. I think for him, what will have been better is staying in Bournemouth. Bournemouth, he'll have played European competition. Yeah. And this season, he'll not be playing any European competition. He'll be playing one game per week. So for him, it is a poor move, yeah. But apart from that, there's nothing more to say. Um, Gordon to Barcelona. Gordon to Barcelona shocked all of us. It is a kind of move where I myself even got shocked, and I woke up to that news that Anthony Gordon has signed for Barcelona, and I was surprised. Actually, Gordon signing for Barcelona. Why is when did Anthony Gordon get linked to Barcelona? Because I thought Barcelona was interested to signing Rashford, but Saint Milan good deal, immediate do good deal, and it's a deal that where it's about to be finalized. Yeah, so I think once you go down to Barcelona, it is a kind of deal where they'll compete for minutes, obviously. Yeah, so kudos to Barcelona for that. But for Archie Gordon, he's moving to a bigger club, so he'll get more Champions League exposure. So the benefits to him. What else for him? He's getting a salary boost as well, so that if he performs well, he could boost his reputation. So yeah, and he's a backup to Rafinha. So I think for Barcelona, it works for all three parties. Newcastle, it is a bad move selling Archie Gordon's kind because it had to replace him. Yeah, they are linked to Azeli from Real Betis. I see him as a downgrade to Archie Gordon, and yeah, it is a poor move to make selling Archie Gordon to Barcelona for 70 million. I'll have asked for 90 million to be honest. It is Barcelona, and anyway, it is a good move for buying club and player. For the selling club, it is a poor negotiated move. Yeah, they should have done better. Another move that could be done or is technically done is this. It is a move that I've talked about. Yeah, it's a move that I talked about, but Elliot Ederson to Man City. I don't understand. I might be a Salt United fan, but for the buying club, they get a good quality player. For the selling club, it's a bad move. They're selling a good quality player, but they're getting a good amount of fee, 90 million. But for the player, why will you choose Manchester City over United? Manchester City, where they're having a transition manager, number one. Number two, the case is about to be released. The judgment for the case is about to be released. So why are you going joining there as well? So it might be me being salty. But apart from that, I don't think I'll delve much into this. I've already talked about it in the channel for yeah, I already talked about it in this link for those who want to watch it later on. Yeah, sorry. It seems like I was removed. Jealousy, but yeah, I was removed. But anyway, so another upcoming star, Ella Mala, call on to Brentford. I've, I should have invited Mr. B over for this to talk about it. I don't know whether that move has been finalized, but it is a very contested transfer battle between Brentford and Brighton. Both clubs are interested to signing the talented left winger or winger. I know, yeah, that's what I'm interested about. But apart from that, there's a bigger move. Yeah, yeah, Kotasa to Milan. By Munich, it's a good move. They get rid of the guy on a free deal. They should have gotten a nominal fee, a little bit of a nominal fee as a way of respect. But Milan is getting a good experienced midfielder, yeah, for free. And for Bayern Munich, they could invest his wages into better talent, or they could get now a striker to compete with Hurricane for that spot. Apart from that, I think it's a good move to let go of Guerra to Milan. Yeah, Bernardo Silva to Ch- Barcelona. Eventually, he was going to go to Barcelona one way or another, and he look at City currently now. City have a lot of youth coming up. We have a Argentinian winger. We have Napan. We have Chucky, and we have Semenyo. So on that right wing spot, they are fairly congested, and eventually it's that signal that Bernardo Silva's time and reign has come to an end, and it's time to shift to a younger generation. So for the player, good move. He's going from one previous league champion to a current league champion, and is he going to get minutes at the right wing spot? Most likely not, but he's going to be a good competitor for Yamal, a good mentor for Yamal for Barcelona. So buying club, selling club, good deal for the player, good deal, and this is a good deal on all the aspects. Yeah. Another one is Konate, Liverpool to Real Madrid. Selling club, let go of a good centre back to for free to Real Madrid is a poor move. Yeah, they need to stop being feeder club to Real Madrid. Last time they did that was for Clint. Yes, Clint still happened to go bad. Yeah, that what Clint. Yes, Clint deal happened to go south, but they need to stop giving Real Madrid free player quality players. And Konate to Real Madrid is a good move. Centre back, they are replacing one aging right centre back that's living on a free to one younger version of him, aggressive. So from Real Madrid, good move. Liverpool, poor move, letting go of the guy. For the player, Liverpool is a falling club. It is a club in chaos. So it's going from one chaotic club to one less chaotic club, Real Madrid. So it's a better move for all three parties except Liverpool. Yes. Now this one, Dumfries to Inter Milan to in Madrid. This one is a good move, upcoming move. I see him as a starter above Trent. Yeah, as he's a very good attacking wing back to go forward up the field and down the field. And Clint is more of a defensive fullback. He's not an attacking fullback. And for Dumfries, he'll be a good backup to Clint. He'll be a good, he'll make Clint a good backup to himself as well. And for the player, it's a good move. It is a time to add a different kind of trophies to his cabinet because he has added Italy to his cabinet. Now it's time for him to conquer Spain with Real Madrid. So good move for the player. 2 year deal, too short, but it's a good move. Joao Nev, now Joao Gomez to Atletico Madrid. This is a definition of a stellar move. It's a move where for the player, he knows himself, his quality in a big club is rotational. Yeah, so he's going from starter to rotational. For the player, it is a good move because his club was relegated and now he's going to one of the biggest club in Spain, Atletico Madrid. So that is a massive upgrade for Wolves. Got 45 million for a relegated star. That is good amount of money. It is money that will help them to stabilize in the AFL Championship. For Atletico Madrid is a good backup to bring off the bench. So it's a good move. I'll have signed him instead of Ederson. I'll have signed him at United. So that's how much I rate the player. Yeah. Now another confirmed deal is Starkovic from Club Brugge to Inter Milan. That is for centre back depth. Yeah, basically it's centre back depth. I don't that's him as a starter quality, nope. But for centre back depth, I see him as centre back depth, yeah. But apart from that, Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I think I'll end it here. Yeah. So I'll see you guys next time on the channel. And this is a wrap.